A good friend of mine got in contact with me recently as he was in the market to upgrade his PC that I'd sold him a few years back. He was starting to edit a lot of video and the CPU and FX 6300 was really starting to hold him back and rendering times were atrocious. Luckily, someone else got in touch with me the same week wanting to sell me his underutilized NAS PC for an attractive price. This featured a Ryzen 7 1700 amongst a ton of other components. I snapped it up immediately as the 1700's workstation performance would be a massive improvement over the FX 6300. So I upgraded my friend's PC, purchased the components he no longer needed, and with those components decided to build a budget gaming PC. I'm Kyle, and this is PC Flippin'. After all was said and done, I had an FX 6300 ASRock motherboard, 8GB of DDR3 RAM, 120GB SSD, 500GB hard drive, and a case. I didn't actually charge for the build itself, but with some very generous mates rates, I got this all for £30. Bargain. Absolute bargain. As with most of my builds, I quickly ditched the stock cooler for the processor and bought an Arctic one on Amazon for £10. The only thing I was missing now was a graphics card and a power supply, so I went searching on the Facebook marketplace and I found a complete i3 system. It was an old office PC that the seller had paired with a 2GB R7 360. I managed to haggle a fair chunk off the price and got this for £60. So when I got home, I broke it down and took what I needed. I'd say this would be around £30 worth of the £60 that I paid, and I set the rest of the components aside for a future build. Anyway, now that we've got everything that we need, it's time to slap this all together and run some benchmarks.
Came from a broken home, I've seen so many people go. Learn to make it on my own, it's easier for me to be alone. So how are you? Keep cutting through, claiming you're not like the other guys. And only if I could give you a chance, show me that you mean it, we'll feel some type of way.
Well, there we have it. This PC is built for £70, and in my opinion, it's got really good performance for the money that we actually paid for it. It definitely couldn't have been done without the deals that I found there. Originally, I was going to test it at 900p, but it performed so well, relatively, at 1080p, I decided to stick with that, especially with those 1% lows hovering around the 60 FPS mark. It's definitely like a must-have when I'm building PCs or even playing games myself. I'll adjust the settings until I can get 60 FPS on the 1% lows. You won't really notice any drops, any stutters after that, just my personal preference. The build featured an R7 360. It's NVIDIA wise, it's probably equivalent to around a 750 Ti. It definitely ended up being the bottleneck in these games. I know in some other titles which are more processor intensive, you're definitely going to see more of a bottleneck there. But I personally, in the past, when I've built FX 6300 PCs, I kind of paired it with a like a GTX 960, 1050 Ti, even an R9 270X would do a better job than this R7 360. I'll try my luck putting this PC up on the marketplace and also on Gumtree for about 170, maybe even 150. I mean, it'd be a cool, easy 80 to 100 pound profit made. Thanks for stopping by, checking out my second video. If there's anything you like, anything you didn't like, anything you want to see in the future, any different types of videos, please, comment below. Feel free to like and subscribe. It's my second video, still got a lot more stuff planned, a lot to come up. I've got a lot of PCs and kind of deals and graphics cards that I bought locally recently, so I'll be cataloguing that and uploading that. I'm still kind of trying to work out what I'm doing with them all, because there's just so much stuff. But yeah, thanks for dropping by. See you next time.